वेलकम बैक। आप देख रहे हैं आवाज एंटरप्रेन्योर। भारतीय हैंडीक्राफ्ट और इंटरनेशनल डिजाइन सेंस को जोड़कर लग्जरी गिफ्टिंग ब्रांड फाया रिटेल गिफ्टिंग से शुरू हुआ, लेकिन अब कॉर्पोरेट और वेडिंग स्पेस में अपना दायरा बढ़ा चुका है। मार्केट की ज़रूरतों को समझते हुए एक प्रीमियम और एथिकल गिफ्टिंग ब्रांड खड़ा किया और अब फाया फोकस के जरिए किस नई दिशा की ओर बढ़ रही है, जानेंगे फाया गिफ्टिंग की फाउंडर फाल्गुनी टोपरानी से। फाल्गुनी, हाय, वेलकम ऑन दिस शो। सबसे पहला सवाल फाल्गुनी जी, गिफ्टिंग इज अ वेरी क्लटर्ड स्पेस। व्हाट इंस्पायर्ड यू? आपने गिफ्टिंग को एज अ बिजनेस क्यों चुना? शुरुआत कैसे हुई इसकी?
I think, honestly, it started with a very simple observation. Every time I would go to someone's house, किसी को मुझे गिफ्ट देना था, it was always a bottle of wine. नहीं तो फिर cake. It was forgotten the next day. Sometimes the wine was just badly maintained. By the time it came to you, it was forgotten. We wanted to start with something that was thoughtful, beautiful, long-lasting. And then, at the end of the day, I've always admired handmade objects. We've grown up with India, which has so much talent. Now, how to blend that Indian talent with all the contemporary design that is available around the world, I think that was the inspiration for Faya.
या इंडीड फाल्गुनी, बट इंडिया में इमोशंस काफ़ी ड्रिवन रहता है। जब किसी को गिफ्ट देने के लिए हम सोचते हैं, तो हाउ डिड यू ब्लेंड दैट इमोशंस एंड गिफ्टिंग, स्पेशली फॉर कन्वेंशनल ट्रेडिशनल स्पेस?
So I think when it came to emotions, yes, we had a lot of wedding families who came to us. Now the wedding families are, there is not one voice, there is 5 voices. Each one has a different perspective. Everyone wants to show it's the ultimate dream for every family. I think, for example, if I give you an example, we made a wedding gift for a musician. He wanted the wedding logo, he wanted the motive of the music symbol. We made that into a bowl which their family gave laddus and gave away in. So I think it's a very important thing to listen to the families and understand what they want. And the beauty of India is that we can create anything we want. It goes all over the world. But we can create everything we want here in terms of size, in terms of detail, in terms of design. Only thing is now everyone is bored of the old handicraft in the old fashion that it was. We've just tried to bring more simplicity, minimalism to the Indian craft.
Okay, interesting. So you customize accordingly. By the way, you started with retail gifting, right? ये transition corporate और wedding में कैसे तब्दील हुआ?
I think it was very organic, very natural. A client came to us to say, I really like what you've made. Do you think you can make 200 pieces for me for my son's wedding? Then a company came to us saying, we really like this item, but can you make it to match our brand identity? It was very easy for us. We were a design studio. We have fantastic artisans working for us. So it was an easy blend and an easy transition into the corporate and wedding space.
Okay, फाल्गुनी, लेट्स टॉक नंबर नाउ। अभी तक फाया की ग्रोथ कैसी है? रेवेन्यू के मोर्चे पर कैसे आंकड़े, कैसे नंबर्स हैं?
Instead of the growth numbers, let me put it this way. I started as a single person, going to the artisan and making 20 items. There was no investment from outside. We actually sat and built something and a brand that we thought we were passionate about. From selling 5 items in the house to today having a 30,000 square foot warehouse, being all over the world. We are in Singapore, we're in London, we're in Barbados, all with Indian handicrafts. And we are growing in terms of opening our second store now at the International Airport, Mumbai. So I think in terms of that itself, our growth has been organic, but a beautiful journey.
Okay. फाल्गुनी, तो आपने अभी मेंशन किया द फाया इज टोटली बूटस्ट्रैप, राइट? कोई फंडिंग आपने रेज नहीं की, किसी का हेल्प नहीं लिया। ओके, सवाल ये कि ऑफलाइन अब ऑनलाइन भी मौजूद है, तो सबसे ज़्यादा ट्रैक्शन कहाँ मिल रहा है, ऑफलाइन या ऑनलाइन?
So surprisingly, we started with online but have gone to offline. I think people are coming back to touch, feel, hand. Offline is something that is definitely much bigger for us because we're not into retail as much as we are into B2B. We are into corporate gifting and wedding gifting. People want to come and see when they're ordering a large quantity. They don't only want to see it online and then make a mistake that they've got something that looked good online but wasn't the best when they received it.
ओके, फाया की रिस्पॉन्स कैसा है वेडिंग सीजन या फिर फेस्टिव सीजन
It
में
is
रिस्पॉन्सेस मिलते
fantastic.
हैं या फिर हर वक्त 12 महीने में? फाल्गुनी।
You know, I think now the wedding industry has become so big and it's all round the year. Everyone is getting innovative. The fact that we customize and we personalize and we understand the Indian families is, I think, what has been an all-round demand for us. We are so innovative and we curate so well. I think that's why our growth has just been so fast that we can't keep up with the demand.
इंटरेस्टिंग। वैसे फाल्गुनी, आपने हालांकि जिक्र भी किया इंटरनेशनली आप एक्सपैंड कर रही हैं, इंटरनेशनल ऑडियंसेस ने कैसे रिसीव किया आपके प्रोडक्ट्स को, और क्या ग्लोबली और आप एक्सपेंशन का प्लान कर रही हैं अभी फिलहाल?
I think globally, people have always liked Indian products, Indian handicrafts. People have always liked the talent that is in the Indian heritage. But because now that we have managed to combine the modern design with the Indian craft, it is even more appealing because the intricacy that was in it, which is our identity in our Indian heritage, is not something that that went into modern homes. I think what has happened globally is that they've always appreciated Indian craftsmanship. The fact that Fayya now simplifies and has become minimalistic and is inspired by a design form in Europe, for example, but is managing to convert it with Indian techniques, Indian materials, with the beaten gold, with intricate lattice work, with even raffia. Everything is going from India. But now that the design is also coming from India, but inspired from Europe, is a huge appreciation for our brand. That I think has really worked is the combination of the global aesthetic, but the Indian craftsmanship.
सो डू यू हैव स्टोर्स देयर आल्सो, या फिर आप ऑनलाइन ही शिप
No,
करती हैं
it
या?
is, we are in small concept stores. We are in Takashima in Singapore. So we are in the small shop and shops into all the stores because we are not mass production. We don't want to be mass production and we don't want to create a brand that is just available everywhere.
अगर मैं 2-3 साल के लिहाज से पूछूं फाल्गुनी जी की फाया का क्या विजन है, तो वो क्या होगा?
I think I think I would want Fayya to be I would want Fayya to be the go-to brand for every Indian family if they want something that is unique and handcrafted. So yes, if Fayya is the first word that comes to someone's mind when they want a unique and handcrafted and a thoughtful gift, that is where I would like to be. And internationally, if we can create the vision that India not only has the talent but also has the ability to create minimalistic design and form, and is also then the go-to brand for small curated, thoughtful home gifts that people would like. It blends in everywhere.
ओके, फाल्गुनी, अभी आप सिर्फ गिफ्टिंग स्पेस में हैं, कभी आपने सोचा है क्या फर्नीचर या फिर अटायर डिजाइन्स में भी जाएंगे, लग्जरी ब्रांड में वहाँ पर भी आप हाथ लगाएंगे?
Absolutely. I have worked with international designers in the export space for 20 years. So I think the international aesthetics is where I have been able to harness the Indian talent. So definitely we are getting into a combination of, say, for example, the Italian mosaic, but with the Indian touch of the Indian artisans. We are getting into small furniture. We are getting into wall art. We are getting into table linen and furnishings. There is just so much that can be done in India.
Okay, all the very best, Falguni, and thank you so much for joining us. And that was a very wonderful conversation. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Shreya. Very, very honored to be part of your show. Thank you again.
थैंक यू वेरी मच. चलिए इस शो से फिलहाल इतना ही, और ये शो आपको कैसा लगा हमें फीडबैक दे सकते हैं. आप पोस्ट करें CNBC आवाज़ के सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म्स पर, या हमें ईमेल करें ae@nw18.com पर. अगले हफ्ते फिर मुलाकात होगी कुछ नए बिजनेस आइडियाज़ के साथ. तब तक के लिए मुझे दीजिए इजाज़त और देखते रहिए CNBC आवाज़.